afternoon. My name is Sherry Sparks, and I love my job. Yeah! I've been a paraprofessional for 14 years on the seacoast. I have the pleasure of working in a school district that holds its employees in high regard. Several years ago, you elected me as your state representative for the educational support personnel in New Hampshire. In talking with the ESP across the state, I have some pretty sad conversations about why employees organize. One that's near and dear to me is about a woman who was employed by her district as the food service director. She had worked for 20 years raising her grandson. Many of those years she worked a 32-hour week for no pay, and at the end of the week she had to send her district an additional $10 and change in order to buy a very basic health insurance to raise her grandson. Last night, while I was on the Seacoast phone banks calling some members, I talked to a woman who is working as a supervisory custodian and is also working for her health insurance. However, she now receives a paycheck. It is only through collective bargaining that our school employees are treated fairly and afforded some human basic rights. She talked about how proud she is that her custodial crew keeps the school as clean as a whistle for her students. But now she's facing the loss of her job because her district is now thinking of outsourcing custodial work because of the education cuts that their district is facing. Driving home last night from the phone bags, I began to think about how many public and school employees touch students' lives each and every day. Students in our districts may begin their day by hearing a snowplow outside their window, plowing the roads so that they can get to school safely. When our bus drivers pick them up, they may wave to the police officer who is outside of the school every day directing traffic, or say good morning to the crossing guard who sees them safely across the street each morning. As they reach the playground, they're greeted by their paraprofessionals or playground monitors that have playground duty on that cold morning. On their way to class, they may stop by the office and ask our school secretaries for a dismissal slip, or they may go to the nurse and get a cough drop. In class, they're taught by excellent and highly qualified teachers and paraprofessionals. On their way to lunch, they might joke with their favorite custodian. And in our cafeterias, they're served hot lunches provided by the hard work of our cafeteria staff. Each day, our principal may use that time to spend time to get to know students better. And oh yes, do not let me forget the fire department and the police department. Because that day they might be visiting our schools to talk about cyberbullying, or they may be there to practice fire drills or lockdowns to keep our schools and our students and our staff safe. That is a total of 10 school and public employees that touch a student's life on a daily basis. House Speaker O'Brien's House Bill 2 that was passed in the House last night with no public input directly affects the lives of all 10 of those employees. And it is an attack on our colleagues, on our students, as well as their parents across this state of New Hampshire. I urge you all to write your representatives, your senators, and our governor to let your voices be heard on the behalf of public employees and for the students in the state of New Hampshire. I am proud to stand here with all of you today in the name of public education and public employees who serve us all. Give yourselves a big hand.